I need more water too.
You want me to read? Psalms 37:3. Trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desire of thine heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth the righteous as the light, and the judgment as the noonday. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prosperous in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil.
Okay, go ahead to 9.
For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait unto the Lord, thou shalt inherit the earth.
Okay. Then you jump down to verse 16 through 19.
Psalms 37:16 through 19.
Mm-hmm.
A little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. The Lord knoweth the ways of the upright.
That says days.
The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied.
Okay. And 23 and 24.
23. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his ways. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down from the Lord. Upholdeth
for the Lord.
For the Lord upholdeth him with his hand.
And then verse 39 and 40.
39. But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. He is their strength in the time of trouble. And the Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them, because they trust in him. I have the King James Version.
Mm-hmm. And I'm finna read the New Living Translation.
The 1 through 9?
All
of them?
It says, trust in the Lord and do good. Then you will live safely in the land and prosper. Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you your heart's desire. Commit everything you do to the Lord. Trust him, and he will help you. He will make your innocent radiant like the dawn, and the just of your cause will shine like the noonday sun. Be still in the presence of the Lord, and wait patiently for him to act. Don't worry about evil people who prosper, or fret about their wicked schemes. Stop being angry. Turn from your rage. Do not lose your temper. It only leads to harm. For the wicked will be destroyed, but those who trust in the Lord will possess the land. Then verse 16 through 19. It is better to be godly and have little than to be evil and rich. For the strength of the wicked will be shattered, but the Lord takes care of the godly. Day by day, the Lord takes care of the innocent, and they will receive an inheritance that lasts forever. They will not be disgraced in hard times. Even in famine, they will have more than enough. Then verse 23 and 24. Actually, I'm gonna start at 22 to 24. Those the Lord blesses will possess the land, but those he cursed will die. The Lord directs the steps of the godly. He delights in every detail of their lives. Though they stumble, they will never fall, for the Lord holds them by the hand. And then 39 through 40. It says, the Lord rescues the godly. He is their fortress in times of trouble. The Lord helps them, rescuing them from the wicked. He saves them, and they find shelter in him. If you go back to the very beginning of verse 3, the first thing it said was trust in the Lord. If you go down to 40, what's the last thing he said?
Because they trust in him.
Trust in him. How many times he gonna repeat? Trust him. Trust him. Do you remember back when COVID first started and we was living in Sherman and all the jobs shut down? No money coming in, no work, no nothing. And you know what? All the bills still got paid. We still got food. Still had transportation. Still had somewhere to live.
Yeah.
That's a famine. When COVID went on, it was a famine because it wasn't food in the grocery stores. Everybody cleared everything out. Wasn't tissue. Wasn't no water because everybody cleared everything out. Guess what? We still had plenty of tissue, plenty of water, plenty of food. That's a famine. That's a famine. Think about we would love to be rich. We would. But God know. What if God saying, well, Larry and Ashley, I ain't let y'all be rich because it will cause y'all to be evil. Now I ain't gonna let y'all be poor, broke, but I ain't gonna make y'all billionaires, gazillionaires. But he may say, I'm gonna just make y'all 100,000aires. He say, well, I'll just make y'all millionaires. But I'm gonna make y'all what I know that y'all will continue to stay upright, stay godly, stay righteous.
Is that the same one that say he don't give it to you right then because you're not ready for it?
No.
Oh.
A lot of people, not all people, not everybody, but a lot of people forget about God when they get what he gave them. They forget that God gave it to them. Everybody want to take the credit. I did. You did nothing but what God blessed you to do. Guess where you got them arms from? Guess where you got them legs from? Guess where you got them talents and skills from? That mouth,
voice,
the eyes, them ears, the mind to be able to think, to comprehend, the heart, the drill. You know what I'm saying? The willpower, Where you think
Like
all
all
that
the
came from?
celebrities be doing their speeches and they be thinking everybody on the list and then they think God lazy.
Well, not all celebrities. See, you got to be careful what you say. Not all celebrities. Some celebrities do give thanks to God.
But I'm saying, like, they
You
do
said
it
all.
last. Well, I'm saying, when they do it last,
Some
instead
don't.
of, some do it
don't.
first. Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Some do. Even if it's 1 out of 10, that one still count. That one still count. That one still count. That one still count. Think about what we talked about earlier about your past. A lot of times we try to escape the past. We don't want nothing to do with the past anymore. But you know what? God allowed it. He allowed it to be a part of your life for a reason. He allowed it to be a part of your life for a reason. I heard Steve Harvey say it like this. If you need to be strong where God's going to take you, He'll allow you to go through things that's going to strengthen you. If you need to be more caring where God's going to take you, He's going to allow you to go through things that's going to teach you to be more caring. If you need love where He's going to take you, He's going to allow you to go through things to teach you to love. The whole thing is, it's a reason He decided to allow that. That's what He's going to use to create the characters in you. Now, we could try to take things on our own hand upon ourselves and make our own characteristics too with the things that He allows us to go through. Because we got a choice. He is God, so He can do what He wants. He ain't got to give us a choice. He ain't got to let us choose and make it and all of that. He ain't got to do that. He don't got to. He can, but He ain't got to. What we say, is He still Lord when He say no?
Yeah.
Is he still Lord when it's a hard time? When
difficult time.
When God say, yeah, I'm gonna bless you, but then you come up with it in your mind on how He gonna bless you, and He don't bless you like that.
Yep.
See, a lot of times God say, I'm gonna bless you, but He ain't say how He gonna bless you.
Or when He gonna do it.
Or when He gonna do it.
How He gonna do it.
Or how He gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Or through who He gonna do it through.
What it's gonna be.
we love to get mad when God uses somebody we don't like. Man, God, oh no. Now we don't want it. Now we gonna tell God, I thank you, but no thanks.
Thank you.
But you just asked Him for it. He never said that, you know what, I'm going to wrap it up in the box and put a bow on it and I'm going to hand it to you myself. No. Maybe I just put it in the trash bag and bring it to you. We all use them little grocery bags to put stuff in. You ain't never had to put your clothes in one of them bags and took it over your cousin them house? I have.
Especially when you're in a rush trying to go.
We ain't, yeah. Throw your little toothbrush in there, ball your clothes up, throw it in there.
I'm ready.
Yeah, when your mama them bag, boy, why you ain't get one of my bags out of there? Mama, I'm trying to go.
Yeah.
You know? But it's about, is He still Lord? Is He still Lord when He say, no, you can't have that? Even if I tell you why you can't have it. Is He still Lord when He say, well, I'm going to still let you get in trouble? Yeah, you still getting in trouble because you shouldn't have did it. You shouldn't have said it. No. Is He still Lord when you still got to go to jail? Is He still Lord when you say you ain't doing drugs no more, but you do anyway? Is He still Lord when you see your granny losing her memory? Is He still Lord when you see your mama's hurting and pain and the doctors can't tell you what's going on?
Is He still Lord when you find grandma passed away?
Is He still
Why
Lord?
still warm?
You know, that's the thing. He can't be Lord some of the time.
You gotta be Lord all the time.
All the time. Remember that movie that we had started watching about the
Revelation?
Yes, Revelation, and how it was you know, when God started calling people up to heaven, you know, it's gonna still be people left here on earth. It make you think about it. When God come back, how He gonna find you? preparing and ready to go, or you getting left at home. You ain't going. I can remember back in the day, I used to hear this. If y'all ain't ready by the time I go out the door, you getting left. Man, heard that so many times. Boy, everybody in there scrambling, man. Where
my shoes at?
Everybody.
Where my jacket at?
You can run out the door. You got one shoe on, trying to put the sock on, got your jacket hanging on your head. I'm going. You gonna do that with the Lord? Yeah, you better do whatever you got to do to make sure you go too.
I'm saying they ain't gonna do that because they don't.
Man.
All them people on that movie that were left on earth.
But I keep thinking about the lady. Remember the lady said, I believe in it. Well,
it's something you ain't doing right.
See, the thing is, you believe that door is a door. Mm-hmm. You believe that chair is a chair. Mm-hmm. Do that make you saved? Hell no. See, being saved is, what did God say?
Having faith of a mustard seed.
Faith.
Trust in Him.
Faith. And that's exactly. Faith.
Faith
is
things
this.
that are unseen.
Yes, and that's exactly. Faith is, and you.
Got you.
Yes.
Got you.
What's that? Hebrews, right? 11. Drop the scripture on them then, man. Faith, this is something that God has allowed in me. I don't know about the next person, but it's this. Faith is this. Without God, I ain't getting to heaven. Everybody try to tell me what religion they believe is true. Everybody try to tell me about, oh, well, how is God 3 in 1 and all this stuff. Everybody try to tell me a bunch of things about religion and God and spirituality and all that. You know what God told me? Just have faith in me. I don't care what nobody talking about. I don't care. Christians, Muslim, Buddhists, I don't care. And I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. I don't mean no disrespect to nobody. What I mean is this. I don't care what nobody talking about. I'm dependent on the Most High, God Almighty, the one true living God, to get me where I'm going. I'm trusting Him for salvation. I can't do it. Nobody else can't do it. I do wrong every day. And guess what? No matter what, my wrong overrides my right, because just as much right that I do just as much wrong. A thought can be wrong. Words can be wrong. No one person is perfect. So somebody still trips up in their mind. Somebody still trips up in their words. Somebody still trips up in their conduct. So in some type of way, every day you do wrong. You repent. You turn from it. Genuinely. That means I recognize that I've done wrong. I recognize my error and I'm trying to correct it. I'm trusting the Most High to help me in that correction. Whether that means you can't go there no more. Whether that means you can't see that no more. Whether that means you can't talk like that no more.
No, I got a question. When it said that God had scrambled up their language where they couldn't understand each other, I was wondering, is that why, all them different religions started coming along, because He scrambled them up, they moved far out, and then they basically came up with their own.
So right there with what you just said, what I believe the correct response is, that's a question for God. Only God can answer that, because it is. If I tell you something, it's speculation. It's my opinion of what I think and believe.
Well, that's kind of my opinion, because I kind of was like, if you think about it, when He scrambled them up, they became all different languages, all different cultures. It just kept going.
But that's the thing. So that's like saying, well, why don't the earth flood with water? And it's more water than land. That's only a question that God can answer. Well, why the earth sits just right for that it does not burn up by the sun? Well, that's only a question that God can answer. It's certain things not no one of us have the answer to. But a lot of people love to try to answer it like they got the answer.
The scientists.
And not just scientists, just people of intellect. It don't matter how much intellect you got. You don't got all the answers. You ain't got everything figured out. Not one time have I heard one person be able to intellectually correctly explain how every single person has a different fingerprint. Not even your kids with the same DNA got the same fingerprint. Everybody different. Everybody different.
Your
Only
dental records is different too. You know, if you die and they didn't know about your body, they can look at your dental records.
Who's to say that I can't get your teeth molded into a cap and put on my teeth so I can get your teeth?
Yeah, but then
I can't get your fingerprint.
No, you can't get my fingerprint. But they can find out that wasn't your teeth, that was somebody else's teeth. Because your records say, okay, them teeth belong to him and them teeth belong to him.
It's just a lot that we try to comprehend ourselves and then tell the next person, and we don't even know. We act like we do. Everybody want to be the smartest. I just want to be as smart as God saved for me to be.
Or everybody want to be right.
Or everybody want to be right.
Or like we learned, everybody want to be a leader. Nobody want to follow. Everybody want to be a leader, but somebody got to do the following.
You know what I learned? Every great leader started out following.
You got to follow God.
How do you learn to be a leader? By following leaders. You could be a good leader or a bad leader. Everybody's a leader. Everybody's a leader, whether they know it or not. Everybody's a leader. It's about your separation, what kind of leader you are. You a good leader or you a bad leader? As the word would say, you blind leading the blind, or you a good shepherd. You got your rod to protect the sheep, to protect the flock. Or are you a wolf in sheep's clothing? I can sit here and really I'm gonna say what it sound good to you. I'm gonna say what you want me to say. I'm gonna say what sounds good because I really just want your money. You got a car, so I need a ride sometimes. Oh, you cook good and you got a place to live. Let me say what's gonna tickle your ear. What I think you want me to say.
A wolf in sheep clothing.
Is being manipulative. You're manipulating. You're manipulating. Everybody, so many people say they boss. Well, would you rather be a boss or a leader? A leader gonna get. I heard Kevin Gates say this, man. See, that be the difference. Being out there in the front line, you out there with them, or you standing back pointing your finger saying, do this, do that, do that. What? Okay, when it ain't done right, then what? Who fault is it? On the boss? It's on the boss. Boss. But guess what? When the leader say, all right, team, this is how we're going to do it. You strong her. I want you to get that started. I'm going to be over there to help you in just a minute. You strong her. I want you to help get that started. And then if I don't make it here, I want you to go over there and assist them. We just got you in here, but guess what? I'm going to step in and I'm going to help you and I'm going to show you the ropes. And if you need me to stay here, I'm going to rock and roll with you. And then I'm going to tell the rest of the team to kick in. That's a leader. And guess what? It's going to be done right. And if it ain't done right, together as a team, we're going to get it right. Yeah. And that's a leader. I choose leader over boss any day. There's only one boss, and that's the Most High. Because the Most High is the only one that can tell you what to do. Can tell you what to do. That's what a boss is. Somebody that tells you, command, demand. That's what a boss is. Not no one human on earth is a boss. Because no matter how many commands or demands you give, I can choose to listen or not. I can choose it. Guess what? I can choose not to listen to God and he can still make me. Right now, you can choose not to go to sleep. And guess what? God say, no, you're going to sleep and allow your body to be too tired where it cannot go on no more. Guess what? You can't stop what God say. You can't stop it. That's why he is the only boss. That's why he the only boss. You can't stop yourself from dying, can you? Even that machine that they got at the hospital, guess what? He'll decide to let the power go out. You ain't stop yourself from dying. Even though they hooked you up to that machine, you can't stop yourself from dying. And guess what? You can't stop yourself from living either. You can't cause yourself to keep living on. You can't die and then make yourself live again.
It was one
That's only in the power of the Most High.
I had a question.
On what we just read?
Yeah, it probably was 22 because we didn't read. I think it was
22?
I think it was 22. So it says, "For such as be blessed of him shall inherit the earth, and they that be cursed of him shall be cut off." So when it say inherit the earth, that's our inheritance, and then it says that is cursed. So who will be cursed? Curse of him shall be cut off. Curse.
So the cursed is those that is still under the penalty of sin. Those that are still the unjust will be the cursed.
And it says
because
shall be cut off. Is that what does that mean? What it says shall be cut off?
Because
is it saying
when
his judgment?
When the fire comes to the earth.
Oh, okay.
When the fire comes to the earth, when the Most High say that, all right, that's it. It's time to make everything new. It's time to end this and start this. When it is time for the righteous to be called up, everybody gonna have a judgment. Everybody gonna stand before the Most High and give an account. Everybody.
Righteous or unrighteous?
Everybody.
I need to finish that movie because I don't know everything, but I do have some questions because I be thinking like if God called them the people up,
so
that he gonna call up before he called the other people.
I know you don't know a lot about court, but think about it like this: if you got a case going on, right, and then they can't provide no evidence. See, the justice system likes to go off of evidence, what they can prove. They can place you at the scene of the crime, right? So it's like this. If I got a lawyer, I mean the best of the best. They said JC, Johnny Cochran, used to be the best of the best. I can understand that, right? And with that being said, you got the best of the best, right? And he presents you innocent, not guilty. Guess what? You free of charge. You still had to stand there before the judge, though. And the judgment, the ruling was you're proven innocent, not guilty. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You must have God's salvation. You must have the salvation of God. You must be saved. So when you go before the judge of all, when you go before the judge, you either gonna be blameless, innocent, not guilty, or you gonna be guilty.
So he's just gonna say guilty.
I can't say what he gonna say because, but you can't ask me that. Nah, you can't ask another human here on earth. Yeah, that's what people do. I ain't like everybody else. You can't ask me that because guess what? That's a question for the Most High. That he only can answer that.
So when I was in high school, my best friend, she was like, because we used to talk about like God and stuff. She was like, you know, like if I die today, all I have to do, she said, all she has to do is say that she repent for her sins and that you know that movie that we watched. It was like that. That's what she was saying.
Like what?
You remember that movie? It's called something God. Remember? Okay, I'm gonna tell you the part. Remember when the professor had walked out into the street and got hit by the car, and
God's not dead.
That's what it was. And I think it was the woman came over there and told him to say he repented for his sins and he was going to a better place.
So let's go to the Bible, right? When Jesus was on the cross, it was two thieves there. They wasn't reading the Bible and going to church and praying. And you know what? I can't say they wasn't praying, because prayer is conversation with God. So they was praying, actually, because they was talking to the Most High. They was talking to Jesus.
A lot of people don't know that.
A lot of people don't know what?
That when they think they talking to themselves.
It's okay. You know why? Because God gives clarification. He gives understanding. He's not a God of confusion. Decent and in order. Do you think God wants you to be without? Do you think he wants you to be confused? No.
So the thieves on the cross, one of them had said something to
Yes. So one of them was making fun of him. Man, if you really the Savior, you the Messiah, what you doing up here? Man, save yourself and us. Well, come on, bruh. Basically, show off. Show us. Prove yourself. Prove it. Like I love to say, a lot of people don't believe fat meat is greasy. Come on now. Come on now.
And that's what he said, forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they say.
No, he was talking about the people that was crucifying him.
Oh, okay.
See, they thought that they was hurting him. They thought that they was hurting him and didn't even know that was his strategy and plan. They ain't take his life, he gave his life. He surrendered to them. Do you know, before he surrendered, that nobody could do nothing to him? They couldn't even touch him. How many times they ran up on him and left? They did not get him into him till he gave himself to them.
His whole 33 years of life, they couldn't do nothing. And then he told who it was, Peter, right? He told them go ahead and do it. He told them, remember he was at the table with them, they was finna
No, not Peter. That's Judas Iscariot.
Who it was?
Iscariot. Judas.
Okay.
The one that betrayed him. Yes, not Peter. Peter denied him. Peter the one that was acting like he ain't know him. You know how you get when you around the cool kids. And
you don't know the weird kids.
Yeah,
you don't know the weird one.
Y'all ride the bus home together and y'all be talking and y'all cool.
Right.
Don't nobody else know he cool because you don't want to talk to him, but now your partners never heard. Now you want to pick on him too. Now you want to crack jokes on him too. But you was just talking to him on the bus. Don't get to acting weird now. Nah, because, see, I let him know you was just over there talking to dude, too. So if he weird, you weird.
Yeah.
You are the company you keep. Now, you should be better than the company you keep, because somebody got to be the light. So you know what? If everybody I'm around, all they do is smoke, well, let me be a better example. I don't gotta smoke. I would like for y'all to be able to see that you can do just as much fun without doing that. And I ain't talking about people that smoke, drink, whatever it is, cuss, whatever it is. Let me be the light to show you that whatever you think or believe you got to partake in, to have a good time, to live that good life, that is always something better. All I used to think was it was nothing but the streets. Run the streets, sell drugs, violent, women, drugs, money. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's what my people did. That's what I did. That's just what. And guess what? I was shown, man, there's way more to life than that. Way more. Way more. Way more. But until you want better, you can't do better. If you want what you got, you're going to have what you got. If you want that, that's just, if we want to stay in the housing.
No.
But if that's something that we want, guess what? That's all we're going to have. If all I want is just live paycheck to paycheck, that's all I'm going to have. If I want to just know bare minimum, that's all I'm going to have. If I want to be able to talk a little bit better, but not the best, that's all I'm going to have. If I want to think a little bit better, but not the best, that's all I'm going to have. It's on what you want. What do you want? If you don't want nothing, you're going to have nothing. If you don't want nothing, you ain't going to have nothing. You will have what you want. You will have what you want.
Ain't this and them people not living their true purpose in life, because it says God has a purpose for everybody.
So you have to think about this. In order to get a job, what you got to do?
Fill out an application.
Find it.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to do your purpose, you have to what?
Want it.
Find it.
Find it.
Yes. Your purpose is in you. It's in you and it wants to come out. In order to find your purpose that's in you, you have to find you that's in you.
What if you already know your purpose?
Then you should be living it.
So this is what I'm asking, right? You say you want to be a boss, right? A world champion. You already know your purpose, or no? Or that's just a want?
I don't understand.
So if you said that's something that you wanted to be since you was a kid, ain't
So,
that your purpose? Right?
That's what I would believe so.
That's
yes.
what I'm saying. So you didn't have to find it, right? That's something that was a dream that you always wanted.
Use a different example.
Okay, so I like cooking, right?
Mm-hmm.
But my purpose is not necessarily to be a chef.
So,
I want to be a restaurant owner. Oh, okay.
But look at what you just said. So think about what you just asked about me boxing,
Mm-hmm.
but then think about what you just said. No, you must find. So, not find. You have to learn who you are. Learning who you are, you learn what your purpose is because of who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you learn who you are, you learn the purpose that comes with who you are, because who you are is going to be equipped for that specific purpose. That's what I'm learning. Now, I don't have all the answers and I don't know everything, and I'm still learning myself. So far, that's what I've learned. The purpose that Ashley has, Ashley is equipped for that specific purpose. But guess what? You 31 years old. How long you know who Ashley was?
For 31 years?
Hell no. You ain't know Ashley for 31 years.
How come I didn't?
Because when you was 1 years old, you ain't know who you was. When you was 5 years old, you ain't know who you was.
My God knew who I was in my mother's womb.
When you was 10 years old, you ain't know who you was.
I did. I knew a little bit.
No, you was learning who you was. Right now, guess what? You're still learning who you are. You're learning you Ashley, a mother, a wife, a cooker. See, you learning all these things. You ain't know that. You ain't know you was a mother. You ain't know you was a wife. You ain't know you was a cooker. You see what I'm saying?
So
you ain't know.
You didn't know
I
that
didn't
you
know
was
what?
a husband, that you
No,
was a father?
I didn't. I was a cheater.
You was a father?
I was a kid maker.
A kid maker?
Yeah, because see, a father is somebody that takes care of their kids. See, I was making kids and running the street. I wasn't taking care of my kids. It's a difference from a father and a kid maker, a producer. I was just making kids. Yeah, girl. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, better not mess with me. You gonna get pregnant. And what happened? They get pregnant. They thought them getting pregnant was gonna change me. Yeah, I know you got 1,000 kids, but this 1,001 gonna change you. No,
1,001.
it ain't do it. It took God. It took God to change me. I couldn't change me because if I could, I would have did it better. I was changing me, but changing me for the worse. I was learning how to be better at being bad. I was learning how to be better at being worse. You can't stop change. It's going to happen. But it's going to be one or the other, for the worse or for the better. For the worse or for the better. It's good. You know, you ain't even know you was going to be a YouTuber. You learning that about yourself. I think what you doing is a good thing. But who had to put that inside of you? The Most High. I get on camera, I try not to look at that mug. I don't know what them people out there, man, I be thinking I'm looking weird. I think I'm weird sometimes. It's okay. It's okay because I'm learning weird just means I'm different. It means I'm peculiar. I'm special. I'm set apart. It's okay. I can be different. I can be weird. I'd rather not be like everybody else. I love to tell people quickly, make it simple. If you don't like me, you don't mess with me, I make it easy for you. I just won't deal with you. All you got to do is continue not dealing with me. That's the difference. I've been by myself for a while. Wow. And all the whole time I thought I was alone. I haven't. Have never been. I've always got the Most High right there with me. From every bad decision I made, from every decision that I thought was good, from every thought, every word, from every action. Right there. I'm learning right now that every moment is a learning lesson. Whether it's learning what to do or what not to do. Every moment is a learning lesson though. I heard TD Jakes, and not only TD Jakes, I heard multiple people say this. They said that, you know, enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. It ain't about the destination. Enjoy the journey. See, the journey will show you where the destination is. If you think about a road trip right now, if you jump on the road and you get on a certain highway, guess what? You know it's can only take you certain places. It can only take you certain places. A lot of times we don't continue going though. We turn the back or we go on the next street. We ain't even made it to the destination we're trying to get to. We done went somewhere else. Distractions. We done seen that. Oh, you want some McDonald's? Got on the highway. Detour.
Time to get out to eat.
Something to eat.
Oh, you see this? Let's go take a picture by it.
We too many times we get distracted. Not having enough discipline. Not being consistent. Not even being able to stay focused long enough.
Practice, patience, progress.
You know, we want to be everywhere in everything, but don't even know how to do what you're supposed to do in the house.
If you quit your mind, you'll be able to hear what your soul wants.
You said if you quiet, not quit. Repeat
Quiet.
it one more time, then, for the people and me.
If you quiet your mind, you'll be able to hear what your soul wants. Excuse me.
A lot of times we don't even know how to do that. How to explain it? How to quiet your mind?
Be quiet. Be still. And what was the other one you said? Don't think. Don't think.
Yes. That's how you quiet your mind. To just take the thoughts away.
Cut them off.
Don't try to think this, don't try to think that, and just really just sit and allow yourself to
You know
dwell.
how hard that was for me?
But
I was studying trying to talk.
it's hard for everybody. It's hard for everybody because until you learn to meditate, so we must learn how to be able to just be at where your feet is at. I forgot one of the speakers that I was listening to, and that's what he said. Be at where your feet is at. Be present. Be right where you are. Just enjoy that you alive still. Enjoy you can see still. Enjoy you can hear still. Enjoy that you can sit still. Enjoy that you can breathe still.
It's crazy because, with social media and stuff, it's a lot of people that don't think about those things on a daily. They just, first thing they do is get up, check their phones, or go to sleep on their phones, and they think they're just going to live forever. They don't think outside of.
It's a distraction. That's what we were just talking about. Right now. How many people, period, including us, because we are not excluded, can just get up and stay focused? It's not a lot. Most of the successful people are the ones that have learned to do it. Most successful people has learned that in order for me to be successful, I must focus in. I must either remove the distractions or remove myself from the distractions. And guess what? A lot of us don't have enough discipline to do either or, to remove the distractions or to remove ourselves from the distraction. We leave one or two. I'm gonna get rid of all of these. I can't get rid of my TV.
You know what I just thought when you said that? I gotta keep that. When you just said that, I thought about how when we was talking about we wasn't doing like New Year's resolutions and all this stuff, and then we had a conversation. We was talking about, well, we kind of want to change some things. We didn't say it was a resolution. We just wanted to change some things in the new year. Like, we wasn't really doing a whole bunch of talking and stuff like that. And it's like, when you think about it, we said them things, but we still have distractions and not necessarily doing them things.
Well, first, I want to remind you of, do you remember the fact of that we didn't wait for the new year to come over? Remember, I tried to explain to you, why would you wait to the new year?
Yeah. I remember you said that.
That's like.
If you're gonna do it now.
Right.
What's stopping you from doing it right now?
That's exactly, because it's like this, right? And this is a real thing. In prison, everybody's swerving down. I'm gonna do right when I get out. But guess what? While you inside, you still doing all the same wrong stuff. What make you think that you just gonna go straight from doing wrong to doing right without no practice? Because most of everything that we do, it comes with practice. Was you able to just start talking? No, you had to practice it. Was you able to just start walking? No, you had to practice it. Was you able to just start spelling? No, you had to practice it. Was you able to just start reading? No, you had to practice it. So everybody come with these New Year resolutions. Well, have you started practicing? Because you think you're going to go from a day to the next day, because that's all it is. If you think about it, December 31st to January 1st is only a day difference. Yeah, it trickles over into a new year, right? But guess what? If all of September, October, November, and December, all I've been doing is smoking, drinking, and partying every day. January 1st, though, man,
stop it. Man, stop. Man, I ain't doing done.
It. That's it.
No more.
Yeah, okay. Don't get me wrong. It's possible. It's possible, right? It's possible. But do you know how hard it's going to be for you to not do none of the things that you was just doing without practicing it? To just go straight perfectly? I ain't seen it. Perfectly? In some way you trip up. Dang, I said I wasn't going to curse again this year. I did new year, new things. I ain't cussing this year. And you went strong all January. All February. And slipped in March. Oh. Now you done messed up. Guess what? January, February, that was your practice right there. Because all of December and November, and you ain't practiced at all. You was cussing. And you went in strong January, man, I ain't cussing, y'all. And that's when you started practicing. And look what happened. You tripped still, though. But I bet you if you started practicing all the way back in September, you probably did a little bit better.
You remember how hard it was when I started trying to do that? I was trying not to curse.
Just period. Just period. Just period. You know that right now in boxing, do you know that we have to practice breathing? Breathing exercise. Come on now. If you got to practice to breathe, you don't think you got to practice when it comes to just about everything else? Just about everything else. If I got to learn how to breathe correctly, inhale and exhale. If I got to practice that, why would I not have to practice everything else and get better in it?
This is something that I wanted to talk to Chris about because he want to play football, right? And it's like, he's like, oh, I can play football. And I was just like, is you saying that because you be playing it like...
But that's practice. That's practice.
Right. So I was like, is that why you saying that? He was like, yeah, because he like throwing the ball or he like catching the ball or whatever. And I'm like, okay, because I'm like, now we gonna sign you up. And the coach tell you gotta, because you know how you be telling him for boxing, he gotta go run and he gotta go do all of this stuff before it's time to box. He want to quit doing that. And he got to do all of this stuff before it's time to go play football.
We have to encourage him, because this is a thing. We don't want the hard stuff. We don't want to do the training. We don't want to do the practicing. We don't want to do the stuff that's gonna cause us to fail and get it wrong and mess up. We don't want none of that. We want to be perfect, and we want to do it right, and we want to be winning already, and we want to already be the best, and we want to have it already figured out and all. And it don't work like that. It does not work like that.
No, it don't.
It don't work like that. You want to be the best? You want to be the greatest? Look at the best. Look at the greatest. If they had to work hard, if they had to practice, guess what? So do you. Tell me one person that didn't have to practice walking, that they went from a baby to just walking. Show me that one person. And guess what? I believe you ain't got to do nothing to be the best then.
I ain't met them yet.
Me neither, because it ain't out there. And if the Most High decide for it to be out there, what can we say? What is nothing that we can say about it? Be thankful.
Yeah. It says, repeat to yourself, I'm not going to rush anything, not going to stress out or worry about how things will work out for me. Hard situations are meant to make me stronger. Just because you're struggling doesn't mean you're falling.
That says failing.
Failing, sorry. I need to fix that. Nothing can separate us from God's love. Do to others as you would like them to do to you. Luke 6:31. Oh. I don't even know how to do it. Don't know how.